No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
Yo, Boruto had no business doing what it just did. And what I mean by that is, in case you don't know, the Boruto anime just recently got a few updates, in particular regarding some visuals for the opening and the ending. We got a new opening and a new ending. I believe it's opening 10, and it's done by Flow, and ending 19. And I'm not sure who did ending 19, but I am gonna lie. First of all, the opening definitely gives an idea of what we're in store for with the Boruto anime moving forward, because obviously, as we've spoken many different times, and in case you don't know, the Boruto anime for the time being is going to be going through anime canon, aka stuff that is not in the manga but still builds on the characters and core cast that we have of Boruto. And usually also it does that with the next gen of characters, the characters that the manga unfortunately refuses to give any sort of development to. This opening definitely demonstrates that that's where we're going, that's the direction. But I'm not even gonna lie, for starters, what the hell? Who decided, you know what, we're gonna put the Boruto opening for this upcoming anime only stuff on a 10, on a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 type of vibe? Because the art and animation, boo, I'm not even gonna lie, like, if Boruto actually looked like that with each and every episode, like, let's just say it was a seasonal anime and looked like what this opening looked like, people would love Chocho filler episodes, okay? People would even go for the Chocho filler because it just looked breathtaking. I was just kind of like, well, damn. So much so that I had to talk about it, because I was like, okay, I'm maybe not the most passionate about the episodes going on right now, but this right here also giving us insight, because again, it's anime canon, and aside from like a few episodes out, we don't really know per se what's going to happen, because this is, again, mystery, so to speak, of where we're going with it. But it definitely tells a lot of, okay, this is going to be once again a year of Kawaki shining. It looks like, because off the rip from the very beginning of it, you see a ninja headband, and what's been going on in the anime right now is Kawaki's journey to becoming a full-fledged shinobi, learning the ropes. He's having a rough time. People aren't really digging the way his attitude is or whatever, but that's pretty much Kawaki's journey, and this opening is signifying that's what we're going to be going through, because it starts off with the headband. And again, the visuals, I cannot stress, between, like, there's just small little visuals that you probably like, okay, whatever, it's just Boruto on some steps, but the way it's done with the crowd moving around, and then with the opening, the music itself, and again, I want to say that's Flow, and Flow, they bring, first of all, they bring the nostalgia, second of all, they just bring the vibes, man. It became one big old vibe listening to Flow as I'm watching this opening. And then again, it cuts back and forth between what they're really trying to push. You could clearly see with Boruto, it's almost as if they flirt with the idea of making Kawaki like the central piece. Like, it's called Boruto, but in actuality, Boruto almost feels like, well, what if we got Naruto from the perspective of somebody very close to Sasuke-esque, but at the same time, he has like the spirit of Naruto. That's pretty much what Kawaki envelops and who he is as a character. So we cut back and forth between Boruto kind of almost in sadness, which is very strange to kind of switch and swap the dynamics of these characters and who they are. Boruto is there like looking very depressed and whatnot, and Kawaki is looking almost hopeful as he reaches to the sky for the freedom that he's trying to obtain from this karma mark, from the shackles of Ishiki Otsutsuki that he has, you know, escaped from. But then we also did get this really, really dark shot. It's of Kawaki, he's in the rain, he's holding his face, very reminiscent of, there's a shot from the manga way back of Naruto of Sasuke, it's like in Shippuden, I want to say it's during the war. It gave me that type of vibe, like he's in the rain, except Kawaki isn't, you know, an evil guy. Well, he ultimately seemingly becomes bad, or at the very least he becomes an op, so to speak, based on that battle that we got foreshadowed between him and Boruto. But this shot right here, again, just, oh my god, if Boruto looked like that, people would watch just for the art and animation. They wouldn't even care what the hell is going on, because it just looks so good. And then again, on the opposite side of the spectrum, you get this insane shot of Boruto with his karma mark screaming in the rain, and I'm just there like, if only, if only. And then one of the biggest clues as to what we might be in store for, I don't know if this was just an aesthetic choice for the opening and it's not going to dive into anything like this, but I'd be all for it. It's a very simple concept, but I think it would get a lot of people, especially the two main characters, if this is the journey of them two together and what they go through, Boruto and Kawaki. There's some guy that's holding Himawari, and it looks like, I don't know if it's a rescue Himawari-esque arc that we're going in store for, or again, that might have just been an aesthetic choice, but it looks like Boruto and Kawaki and the rest of the new gen of characters is going to rescue Himawari. And if we're going into a rescue Himawari arc, just think about how dope that would be. I mean, they would have to wrangle certain things to keep Naruto out of it, because let's keep it real, you kidnap his daughter, he's gonna go ballistic and he's gonna get everybody to go and like, nah, we finding my kid right now. So it would have to be something where maybe Boruto took Himawari somewhere he wasn't supposed to, and rather than tell his father and everybody in the village that, oh shit, somebody took my sister, he just tries to get her back on his own with his people, the next gen and Kawaki. And again, this would be a great opportunity. Yes, get Tsubaki involved. I think today's episode, as a matter of fact, was a Tsubaki centric episode. Get Tsubaki involved, get Metal Lee, get all the new Chunin that just got promoted. Of course, Sarada Mitsuki, which there was a couple of really dope shots of them in here as well. I think there's even a shot of Mitsuki in his Sage mode that he's not supposed to use, but he was definitely using it. And then Sarada looking this beast as well, which hopefully we get more moments of them, like, because even the canon manga stuff really isn't focusing in on them as much anymore. Like, yeah, give them some shine. And I also really love that shot where Kawaki eventually grabs Himawari and he tosses her through the window and Boruto catches her. It was just, again, showing the camaraderie between the two, that it gives you that relationship that Naruto and Sasuke always talked about that they never really had. These two actually have it, of brothers. Like, they genuinely feel like brothers, and they are going to, in this opening, at the very least, protect and rescue their little sister, which, yeah, I really hope that this is a precursor to whatever, maybe, even if it's just a 6 to 12 episode anime original arc of rescue Himawari, and it has all the new gen doing this. And the opening ends with seeing Kawaki with the ninja headband around his neck, again, kind of connecting to the beginning and the ending of the opening of that headband on the floor, which, again, there's obviously going to be confrontation towards the end of all of this when it's all said and done in the time skip of Boruto and Kawaki. But they even get a little bit of a bro fist pump in there as well between Boruto and Kawaki. And I ain't gonna lie, this opening, one of my favorite openings of Boruto so far. The music is awesome, the visuals are 11 out of 10. It tells a story in and of itself. I love when the Boruto openings do that. Like, they do that occasionally. A lot of the Kara openings had that, where it was almost like a battle going on against Kara in its own verse there, where you got like all the new gen jumping in. Like, hopefully we get a Himawari rescue arc, because that would kind of be fire. Very curious what you guys think about that, though. For starters, how did you feel about this immaculate opening that Boruto just decided, like, hey, we're gonna just do something really epic right there? The ending, there's honestly not much to say. It's Boruto and Kawaki, and they're like on a train, and it doesn't really move. The music is kind of cool, I guess, but yeah, I don't really care too much for the ending. It's alright. It's, whatevs. The opening, though, one of the best openings of Boruto, and again, if it's giving any inclination of where we're going with this, again, just pushing more about how epic Kawaki is going to have of a journey to becoming shinobi, I'm here for it, baby. Let's do it. Like, if we gotta go through anime only because the manga is so close, I'm fine with it. Do epic shit, though. And this opening, hopefully, is some good insight into where we're going with all of this. And your overall thoughts of all of this jazz with the Boruto epicness of its opening. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life. Bye. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And Boruto, just what did you do to me right now? This opening, bro, really hype stuff. Wow, I made a video about an opening. Well, I used to do that back in the days, and this one was warranted. Have an awesome one. What I know, so